The NBA 2K20 demo dropped yesterday and people have already begun making their builds. But then 2K dropped some huge news that's going to change everything about builds in NBA 2K20.
I'm feeling your energy, and shorty, man, she really into me. I got lots of enemies and they wanna act like they friends with me. I came up from
Yo, what's up guys? It is PowerGotGame back with another video. Now the information has been flooding in from 2K about how NBA 2K20 is going to be different from the demo and just how all the different things are going to change in specific details that we didn't have before. So a ton of it started when Mike Wang actually tweeted, and this is big. Okay, so we actually just got a huge update from Mike Wang right now. I was actually making the video about the upload when Mike Wang tweeted, update, we will no longer be locking out jump shot animations based on height weight for the final game, so don't let that impact your build making decision. When before he was given the heights and weight that he was going to lock out. So this is huge for like stretch bigs and taller players. Whether you're 7 foot, 7'3", no matter what archetype, you can use whatever jump shot animation you want. The quick draw thing that I'm gonna talk about later in the video, that's still a big impact, but you can literally use whatever jump shot you want. This is actually gonna be huge because before, if you don't guys remember, before he said like if you're a tall big man then you might be limited to a sex shot, but he said in this tweet that they're no longer doing that, man. So yeah, that's big. But the next tweet, and this is something that is huge. So I want to get you guys straight into the info. This is something that's completely huge. Somebody asked Mike Wang, it was Orlando, and this is a question I really wanted to know too. But he said, did the quick draw badge replace being able to choose the speed of our release when picking a jump shot? And Mike Wang just commented, yes. So if you guys are kind of confused about what this is going to mean, it basically is talking about there's a badge that speeds up the release of your jump shot in the demo. It's called the quick draw badge. And what they're basically saying is no longer when you go to the jump shot creator can you change it. Like you can go to fastest, you can go to quick, you can slow it down all the way. You can't do that yourself. You just have to quick draw. So if you want a really fast jump shot, you have to go quick draw Hall of Fame. If you're fine with your jump shot being super slow, then you just don't even upgrade quick draw. But that's going to be huge not only for stretch bigs, but for people that are not shooting builds. So like a lot of times you'd see like these lockdowns, these glass cleaners having these really super quick jump shots or stuff like that. This time, if you're a glass cleaner lockdown, even if you end up, and I don't think you're going to be able to shoot with non-shooting builds this year because they have like a 30 or 43 pointer. Even if you figure out a way to shoot, your jump shot's going to be so slow with no quick draw because you can't get shooting badges. Like that's a huge change. And it seems like every guard or every player may just have to upgrade that to Hall of Fame if you're a shooter, if you want to be able to have that quick jump shot and not be able to be contested easily, because that's literally so huge. So that's one I definitely wanted to talk about to help you guys make your builds. But this is another big thing. Somebody said, so Mike Wang actually tweeted out, thanks for the feedback today, and I increased the shot meter size so it's closer to 19. Stamina and movement speeds will get buffed as well. And this is huge because a lot of people were complaining about the shot meter. They were like, oh, the shot meter. The big thing for me, why did they have hands and feet in last year, but now we have to choose between hands and feet? I want to be able to do both. That's what I liked. But a lot of people were complaining about how small it was, so he said he's going to change it to make it bigger. And he said the stamina, people were complaining about low stamina, so he's going to change the stamina and movement speed. That's what that's about. But someone else commented, what does your drive and dunk attribute need to be to get contact dunk animations? Mike Wang said you need a minimum of 41 to even consider dunking with people around. If you want to catch bodies, I'd recommend doubling that and equipping contact finisher. The actual contact dunk animations unlock at all different ratings based on the content. Okay, that's what he said about that. So basically saying if you having those super low dunking ratings, you're just not gonna even dunk. If anyone's near you, it's just like you're just gonna miss the dunk, I guess. So that's important. That's important information about the rating. So also he went on and he said he was talking about Zach Timmerman and Baluba were also giving out like a ton of new information. So Baluba was also explaining about the badges. So somebody said, at Baluba, can we swap badges this year after we equip them? So if I have a Hall of Fame badge, can I go to silver and add 2 points to some other badge? And basically he said yes, so that's cool, because one thing I was worried about is like the badges when you were testing. What if you upgraded the badge and you found out, yo, actually there's this better badge that we didn't know about, and can you switch them around? But he basically said you can change your badges up every time you earn a badge upgrade in a given category. So let's say how badges work this year is you don't grind for badges, you grind for badge points in a category. So let's say I unlock a shooting badge upgrade. What he's saying is, oh yeah, I can change my badges up. So with that shooting badge upgrade, I can downgrade one and put one up. So once you've matched your badge points, you can change them freely whenever you want. And what I've been hearing is at 95 when you match your badge points, or somewhere around there. So after you do that, you can change them up freely whenever you want. So you could have like Dimer one game and then say, you know what, I'm gonna switch Dimer, I'm gonna put on quick first step. Like you can switch the badges every single game. That's gonna be a big dynamic. Based on who you're playing with, you might equip different badges. That's gonna add like a new strategy to the game when people get that unlocked. So that is actually huge. Now a big thing also that was released yesterday is Mike Wang was actually talking in a Twitch chat, and he released some info about like how long it's gonna take to hit 99. So, and he said, and he was saying, here's the screenshot, but he said, don't quote me on this because we could change it. But as of today, the best players will probably hit 99 in a couple of days. And a lot of people are talking about this because that pretty much confirms like there's not gonna be road to 99, because you can have a road to 99 that people in a couple days. So this confirms that there's gonna be like some kind of park rep in the game. A lot of people have suspected that, but this is actually like kind of like solid proof. So that's exciting, to be honest. 99 in a couple days, that even though I'm gonna tell you guys, 99 doesn't seem that cool this year. Like I remember just testing my build at 99, I expected to have some overpowered player. Like I felt like I wasn't even a 99 in the demo. I don't know if anyone else got that impression. It did not feel like we were using 99s. It just didn't. It just did not at all, coach. So another thing is Zach Timmerman was giving some info about, this is important for like guards or like slashers. He said, bruh, you can't even, somebody said, bruh, you can't even see your contact dunk rating, speed with ball or ball control. Ball handlings doesn't tell me anything specific. And then Zach Timmerman, one of the 2K devs, responded, contact dunk is gone. Badges combined with other dunk attributes that control that. Okay. Ball control equal ball handle. So ball control is like your ball handling. Speed with ball. Speed with ball is big, guys, before you. So if you can get like your quick first steps, if you're like a guard. And he said that's determined by 30% of your ball handling and 70% of your speed. So it seems like they combine your ball handling and your speed rating to create your speed with ball. If you're wondering like, yo, what's my speed with ball on my player? So that's huge info. If you're in the details to making your build, that's completely huge info, if you guys know what I'm talking about. So Zach Timmerman also gave some info about the badges. He said defensive leader replaces defensive anchor. New name because anchor felt big man like. Any position can equip defensive leader if defensive build. Boost teammates' defensive abilities while on the floor. So it seems like the floor general thing for defensive people. At Hall of Fame only allows defensive leader to see potential shot percentages of opponents where they stand prior to shooting. So if you get defensive leader on Hall of Fame, you can see like, okay, this man has a 30% chance of making the shot before they even shoot. And somebody even said, does it work in Pro-Am? And then he said yes. So that's literally big. And then that seems like such a huge bag. This man also asked if multiple people have it where stack benefits, and he said no. If you're a teammate of 2 defensive leaders, for example, you only get the benefits of the highest tiered leader. Okay, so it doesn't stack. It's not like you can have 5 people with defensive leader and they just have the most overpowered defensive abilities. It's just the highest person. So if you get one person with this big defensive leader badge, that's why honestly defensive badges, defensive builds might be great if you can get this, or maybe a defensive shooting split where you just get Hall of Fame defensive leader. Oh my god, it just has me thinking of all the combinations and the builds. The badges are just the most exciting part for me. So also Ronnie, I'm gonna play a clip right here. Ronnie confirmed that there's gonna be a park trailer and released next week for NBA 2K20. So we knew that was coming, but he actually confirmed it right here.
You'll see in next week's park trailer. I did say next week. In this park trailer, you'll see more stuff. So it'll come sometime next week. You guys must always the last thing that we release. So it's been like that for years.
And also, I wasn't in the stream when this happened, but a big thing that happened was a lot of people were tweeting about my man Craig right here. He said, word also is that Ronnie confirmed there are more pie charts than what we've seen on NBA 2K20 demo today. So if you want to experience more than we can once the game drops. But if he actually said that, why would they do that? Why would they put more builds? So we may be seeing more builds than we actually have. Why would we see more builds in the actual game than in the demo? Why wouldn't they show us the actual builds? So is these not, that has me confused. Are these not even the actual builds in the game, bro? There's been so much info drop. That's why you gotta pay attention, guys. There's so much info, like everything has changed. Like I don't even know if the build I already made I want to change or anything, just because they're giving us so much new info about the game. Somebody also asked Mike Wang about the dribbling in NBA 2K19. So if you're a dribbler, then this is gonna be legit info for you. So they asked him, basically they were telling him that they couldn't use their animations, and NBA 2K the NBA 2K20 demo, and he said we need to be able to equip dribble moves. I feel like a bot. And then Mike Wang responded, yeah, I know. I'm bummed we couldn't get that in the demo, but ball handling feels much better when you get the equipped sig moves and dribble styles. So if you like struggling with dribble in the NBA 2K20 demo, that should be like comforting for you to know that when the actual games drop, you're going to be able to use those sigs, you're going to use those dribble styles, and Mike Wang actually says it's going to be a much better experience. So that's actually huge. Another thing, this is so huge that I didn't even talk about yet. Somebody asked Zach Timmerman at C-Hoops for Life, do I really have to wait until I'm 96 overall before I get 86 ball control in a playmaking sharp type of build? And Zach Timmerman said, no, in the 4 version, you can increase any attribute you want regardless of overall. If you want the spike ball handling before anything else, you can. And that's literally so huge, guys, because last year, remember in the Road to 99 system, there were builds that, okay, even like play sharps, playmaking, or like builds like shot creating builds where they couldn't even speed boost, even though they had the max ability to speed boost until they were like 93. You were like, there were builds like, oh, you unlock speed boost at 92 or 94, 95. This year they're saying, okay, if I just want to get my max ball handling rating so I can speed boost right away, you can just upgrade it right away and you can be able to speed boost off rip. So you can make any build with a max ball control of at least 86 and you can just be able to speed boost right away. So that changes the dynamics of making your build like a huge amount, man. But here's the thing, you guys see all this info, it's like it changes what you might want to make with your player, and they've dropped so much. That's why I wanted to make this video, because it changes what you might make with your player. You might adjust your player because of the stuff you heard in this video, and it was just like there was so much info that people didn't get to actually like see in the demo, but they want to drop it on Twitter. So I wanted to make a video about it. Somebody also said, please nerf quick first step. It literally results in a blow by animation every time. And Mike Wang said that was already known in tune. It just didn't get fixed in time for the demo. So the gameplay is going to be different. This is also what the post score they're saying. So the post score animations won't be in the actual game, but they're on the demo. So the gameplay is going to be different. The builds might not even be the same. They might be added so much different stuff about the badges. Like we're getting so much new info. Everything is like dynamic and changing. It's like you have to constantly keep up, because the build that you think is going to be good right now, it might not even be relevant when the actual game drops. So I hope if anything new drops on Twitter about the builds or how you make them, I'm always going to drop it right here on the channel. Make sure you guys drop a like on this video, man. I went in, subscribe if you guys are new to the channel, and I am out, man.
I can't be trusting cause people be switching and stunting. I had to go get me some money, they always was fronting. I had to stay up to sign. I never trust, I've been nice. She seeing that drip on the ball, make sure she won't call.